What is up, my friends? So let's talk about the ending to Coco, and let's actually explain what just went down. So to explain Coco basically deals with a young man named Miguel who wants to pretty much become a musician. However, music is banned in his family since his great-grandmother's father actually left his family in order to pursue a music career. So thus, the music that was made to be something wondrous and great was now vilified in his family. This, however, does not stop Miguel as he continues to want to become a musician, and he ultimately does so by performing and whatnot. And then, without a doubt, and then after an accident where he drops one of the ofrendas in his family's during the Day of the Dead celebration, he sees a picture that has been folded, and he realizes that the guitar he sees in the picture is the same one as his idol Ernesto de la Cruz. So he starts to put the pieces together, and he's like, wait, Ernesto de la Cruz is my great-great-grandfather. And so he goes into the mausoleum where this Ernesto de la Cruz man is buried, and he finds the guitar. But after grabbing the guitar, he has then become a ghost, and he is in the land of the dead. And now he wants to meet with Ernesto de la Cruz in order to pretty much get to know him. And then he ultimately runs into his old family and whatnot, and he is paired up with Hector, pretty much like a hobo-ish type character in the Day of the Dead. And he is there to help Miguel go and find Ernesto de la Cruz. And then this is where everything like totally twists, changes, and everything. We find out that, Ernesto de la Cruz is not Miguel's great-grandfather. It is actually Hector. Hector is Miguel's great-grandfather, and he is the one in the picture. It turns out that Hector was the brains behind it all for Ernesto de la Cruz. He was a songwriter and everything. Ernesto became kind of worried that maybe people would start to see Hector as being the great one instead of him. So he poisoned Hector, and thus Hector died with no fame, and then all his songs and everything else he had already planned were taken by De La Cruz and put as his own. So it's ultimately at the end we find out that Hector is just trying for his daughter Coco, which is Miguel's great-grandmother, to not forget him, because in this land, once you're forgotten, you're gone. And that's ultimately what Hector has been trying to do, but it just so happens that Ernesto de la Cruz gave him this really bad reputation, not just in the living, not in the land of the dead, but also with his own family. But ultimately Miguel does work this out by singing that song Remember Me, which does bring Coco's memory and everything back. And at the end we see that Pepita is also the Alebrije was the family's cat as well now, and that Dante was one as well, the dog. So ultimately the movie led us to believe that De La Cruz was Miguel's great-grandfather. Turns out that it was actually Hector, and it was much more a tragic story than we were led to believe. At the end we see Coco with both her parents, Hector and Imelda, crossing in the land of the dead, and it's a good story that cuts towards the end. So yeah, ultimately a good twist. Something we definitely didn't see coming when it first started, especially from the trailers and whatnot. We were really led to believe that Ernesto de la Cruz actually could be Miguel's great-great-grandfather, but turns out that he's just a shitbag. Anyways, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Were you loving the movie? Were you not? Is there anything else that you'd like me to cover about the movie? I definitely have some themes that I want to cover in videos coming up pretty soon. But anyways, as always, if you have not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment what you love about the movie. And 2,500 subscribers giveaway coming. We are less than 100 subscribers away from there. So go on and share. Go on and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. Stay positive, my friends.